Hi, everybody, and welcome to SunBurst Tarot, where today I want to take a look at what's kind of coming here for the future of the United States. What can we know? What's the energy? What's the general vibe kind of going on? What can we expect as I'm a member of the United States? I'm a citizen of the United States. And I want to kind of just see what's going on. What's this general energy? What's the vibe? What are things coming in? What are things going out? What can we know about? How does this go and the such? So that's what we're looking into here today. So without further ado, let's get into it. But first things first, reminder, everything that I'm saying is all alleged for entertainment purposes only. No facts, just my opinions. And if you want to use what I'm saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So with that, let's get into today's reading. And I want to say, even before I started shuffling the cards, as soon as I said I want to sit down and do this reading, the song, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue, by Toby Keith. Come on, focus. The Angry American just came coming through my head. I had to sit down, I had to listen to it and think through it the entire time. So, y'all, I think we are in for uniting as one another around us. There's a lot of angry people. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration. We're coming to a boiling point of people are done being lied to. And not just being lied to, but being about things being hidden, things that are not right, things that are people don't believe in. We're hitting a breaking point. You can only squeeze so much juice out of a person, right? And I am not advocating at all for violence and going against one another, or that. Again, I just read energy. And before I get into this reading, I want to make one thing very, very clear. Before people start saying, oh, you're conservative. Oh, no, you believe in the flag. Oh, no, you're a liberal. Oh, my goodness gracious. I want to say what I believe in is the Constitution of the United States of America, and following what has been written down in the Constitution of the United States of America, including our Bill of Rights, including all of the other amendments to it. That, at the end of the day, is what we should be holding ourselves and our standards to. Not to a person, not to a body, not to anything else. We follow the red, the white, the blue, and how we define it, not how some person uses it. Okay? Okay. Now, let's get into this energy. I really want to make sure that that's very clear so people understand that that's where I'm coming from with this. Okay? Okay. So, with that, let's take a look into the general energy around the United States of America and what the frickety frick frack is going on. So, we have our emperor who's in control. We have someone who's in control. I have the power. I'm controlling things. I'm our leader. I'm going where we need to go. Why is this? Because it's like I need to take us on a very direct path to where we need to go with the full reversed. This is being serious, being very, very cognizant of where we're taking where I'm taking this right now. There's a leader in place taking us where we want to go. Because from a material influence, there's a lot of hidden things going on in society right now, and hidden ways of making money, hidden ways of operations going around. This is also about to be revealed in the money making and how people have been really making their money. What the amount of money that's being spent, fiscal responsibility. There are secrets to be revealed here that are one and only is wanting to put out. Because the hopes and fears here, though, is I don't know if the current sitting president, Donald J. Trump, is in the best of health. This is also a transformation of the entirety of the United States of America. But one thing must die for another thing to come. That is the death card, is a cycle of death and rebirth, resurrection, bringing new things in. The unseen obstacle, resurrection. There's a lot of people, in my opinion, judgments, like you're resurrecting things from the dead, from the old, from the past. It's public judgment. It's public things. We have to, and that's the other thing, is people want to burn everything down, but how do we build it back up? How are we building everything here together? Things are coming to an end. Things will be shifting, moving, going all around. Whether or not you want to believe what the energy is or isn't, that is up to you. But the unseen obstacles, there's a lot of public scrutiny. There's a lot of public people who are putting things out there on both sides. The negative influence here as well. Our leader is just a puppet, another puppet in the... He's just another puppet in the game that is being weaved on a global level. I'll link a video here at the end, but I'll try and remind myself to put it up in a card somewhere up here. If y'all believe that Mr. Donald J. Trump is really the one who's running everything, I truly don't believe that. I feel like he's just the fall guy. He's the patsy. He's the puppet for other people above him, in my opinion. Because what's going for him? He's making a lot of money. We're trying to bring in new money. We're trying to bring in new resources. Things are coming. But again, old ways must go so new ones may evolve. Here in the past, deals with the devil. Bad intentions. Pushing him into a place of power out of ill intents, ill-gotten gains. And here in the future, it's time for reflection when it comes to the United States on a general level. It's time for reflection. It's time to not be the police of the world, per se. And it's time to retreat, relax, reflect upon what is going on around us so we may evolve and change and grow from the roots to the new place. We have to redefine the roots. A country that was founded on slavery, and has not changed or given reparations, I don't know if it's going to do so hot. That's bad juju, bad karma that has never been addressed, okay? So that's the general energy. It does seem like there's a wanting to move and change, but due to ill-gotten intents, and because we are not fighting the right things or the right organizations, we're thinking too small, go bigger. Thinking too small, go bigger, go higher. Follow the money. Okay, what other information can we know about the United States of America? What's coming up? What are things that we as the American people, what's kind of coming up here for us as the American people? What's coming? What can we know? What are things that we should be prepping for, knowing about, and just all around, just keeping our wits about us? It's time for action and to lead with empathy first. It's time to lead with empathy first. The Hermit reversed. It's time for action. It's time to, if you're upset about something, what are we going to do about it? Are we just going to sit and sulk or no? Because with the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, we have two very different sides. We have our anger and then we have our emotional selves. We have the people over on one side saying, calm your titties. And then the other half saying like, my titties are out. There is no calm. There is no chill. It is just go. There's anger. There's so much anger, and there's people who are saying, no, you don't need to be angry. But yet no change has been occurring. We've been stuck. If people want change, they're going to start having change. When it comes to the USA and things going on, what else we got here? People are oh boy. There's going to be also a lack of control and a loss of control. Billionaires, I wouldn't want to be a billionaire in the United States right now, to be 100% honest. There's a lacking or following, losing control. Someone's about to start losing control with the Hierophant reversed as well. Is like because people are not committing anymore. People are turning away. Because the Chariot, we're done. We're fed up. This is again this not inaction, but it's like action is being, the horses are somehow split off, and instead of both going in one direction, we're gonna have one side going one way and we have the other side going another. There's a lack of control, a lack of follow through. What can we get here with the American, what's going on with the American people? With the American people, it's time for fighting. There's no money, there's no nothing. So now we don't feel stable. We don't feel we're going to go towards our happiness. And if we have to fight for it, we're going to have to fight for it with the Five of Wands. What else can we get here? Because people are seeing things in a new perspective. They're burnt out. They're done. They're exhausted. And they're ready to move on to the next thing. People are just done. There's no more juice to squeeze here. Because people at the top, oh, people at the top of the food chain are hoarders, are greedy, selfish cards with the Nine of Swords, feeling anxious, worried with the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of people who stockpiling with money, things of the such, billionaires, people who have money, celebrities, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of anxiety for people coming right to their doors. The stuff with Luigi, if people remember that in New York with Blackstone, there was a individual who went to the 33rd floor at the Blackstone headquarters there, and they took out one of the female CEOs. That was a CEO, not just an executive, but a CEO, a female CEO of BlackRock. People are getting really tired. People are getting really, really, really tired. I know that story was covered up because they said that person was, they said, oh, this person was in football and he was having like they thought that he was having degenerative something going on with his brain, and like he was then going after the NFL people, but he specifically went to the 33rd floor, and people are, well, he wasn't specifically targeting Blackstone because he took out the female CEO and then another police officer and then like three other civilians. And I'm like, but he let go of the cleaning lady that he was in the office with, or that he was on the elevator with. We might want to think about that. Also, apparently, when they went to his home, alleged, he had his parents' eviction notice on the wall. And BlackRock is one of the top people known for raising rents and raising pricing on homes and buying up homes. On average, I think the number is 38% to 38% to 79% that they've been known to jack rates up on homes and apartment buildings for rent versus their competitors. And the average is 25%. Just putting that out there. Going back here, away from that, looking here at the top with the Empress reversed, the Queen of Swords, and the Page of Swords. There's going to be a fight for some resources, but there's also truth coming out about resources. I'm getting ag here with the Empress reversed. It's like there's a massive issue with our agriculture, people coming in, and there's a fight for it. Whether this is coming in from a feminine figure, this is just communication. This is about Ready being like, we aren't coming here for an emotional plea now. We are coming here with our votes, our words, what we're talking about. Because the Page of Swords, are we having like a little mini documentary or a mini like surge of, we have a massive issue right now going on in the ag in the United States. Why do I see like produce, food, some of it's not going to be in the shelves? And that is due to the American populace and the agricultural system that has vied away from producing certain fruits, vegetables, and other produce in favor of selling different crops to foreign countries that are now not selling them. Oh boy. Also, secret business dealings are about to start. There's secret business dealings that about, oh boy, what can we get more clarifier on this? There's also new information coming out here. Knight of Wands. Hidden information about dirty business dealings related to military efforts around the world. We are showing up that we're the ones who wanted to ask for money, but now instead of giving the money to the people, because the people have been lying about how much money we really have to give to certain veterans, to foods and families and children and school districts and public services, social security, SNAP benefits, health care. It's gonna be a tough winter. I'll say it's going to be a tough winter. And people are going to get enraged at, we can't even take care of our people here at home. Why are you sending billions of dollars to a cause that we don't even have anything to be really a part of? We can't feed our own, much less be a military support to other people that don't even affect us on a day-to-day. There's also going to be more discussions about money. These are going to be leaked online, where money is going, how it's being spent, where the aid is being given. This is going to have people trapped and painted in a quarter, 6 of Swords, 8 of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles, again, it's like we're balancing 2 different options, right? With the 6 of Swords, money's going out and we're feeling trapped by this. It's like, why is this money going out? We're being trapped by no money here, but now we're going to have this being revealed of where is it going? Why is it going overseas to other people, places, things when we ourselves are trapped? Ooh. I also see, okay, more information here. There's an old candidate. Either this is an old candidate, this could be a new candidate, but there is somebody new, I should say, not somebody new, someone from the past that people are going to want brought back or be bringing a voice, whether this is a politician, a voice of reason, this even could be an old philosophy. I see something coming back from the past. 6 of Cups that we had a relationship, a connection to, but originally told us a bunch of freaking lies. And it's like things are coming out. But in reality, what we're taking from this old way of thinking, or these people from the past coming forward, is that we are kind of coming into a sense of, we want something new. We're trying to look for people new. Whether this is maybe an old VP candidate, an old presidential candidate, something from the old is coming back around, and people are going to start fighting for this because it's like, we need to go in a different direction. Think about it, like how were we once, what were we once, and where are we going next, right? We want to have, and this is going to be a great relationship. We need to get there though. Judgment. Someone's coming out. We're going to be speaking about things that's going to bring us here, the home, the foundation, the land, the country. I keep seeing this too for a bit. What else can I get? Who this could be? Someone who's about ready to blow the whole thing down. This is giving me like the big bad wolf, and it's coming to blow your house down, because we are not built on a foundation of bricks, my dear. We are built on a foundation of straw. And the whole world's going to know, because it's like, if you want to repeat old cycles with old friends, old family, old people that we do not want to work with anymore. With the 9 of Wands reverse, walking on eggshells, 2 of Swords, along with the 8 of Wands. There's like a moment of, we love this person, and then after that, it's this moment of like, what the frickety frick frack do we do? Because at the bottom of this whole thing coming forward, it's the Page of Cups. What is going on with kids in this world? What's going on with the kids? I don't know. Maybe Epstein stuff is going to be coming out again. But there's major issues coming in here for the United States. We have information being revealed. We have massive issues all across the board. People are mad. People are angry. This is going to cause some more division than we ever had. And I want to keep reiterating. Remind the people around you, whether they're blue, whether they're red, whether they're purple, whether they're green. At the end of the day, in the United States of America, the structure of which we must of that we live by is our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and the amendments to it. Why don't we stick to it? And instead of trying to, I don't know, flip it, get rid of it, keep those rights at the forefront of your mind. That's all I'm going to say. All right. I'm going to do one last poll here for the United States of America. What can we expect in the next till the end of this year? Let's just see to the end of 2025. What can we see? What can we know? What's going to be coming out? What are things that we should be aware of? Things that we should know? Things that we can prep for, but also not just prep for, but also that we can help unify with others around us. So let's see. At the center of it, we have attention, more and more attention, star-studded. Beware of all that glitters and golds. Why is this? Because of money. There's a lot of money going to be sent or spent on certain people, places, things to make it bigger or the best or something that it really, really isn't. Because from our hopes, because from a material sense here, the Four of Wands, focus on your home, focus on your people. There's going to be, it feels like some sort of policy being like, this is our how do I put this? Our reinvestment in America. This feels like it's the reinvestment in America. Bill, act, something that's going to be like, we're going to reinvest in American people and our citizens. Our hopes and fears is like, we're going to be able to unite and come together with all of our people. There's something in the exchange of money, how money has been made, how money is being sent, that people are going to be unifying over. Unseen obstacles to this. Here's this gosh darn Queen of Wands. There's somebody who's going to be trying to sow seeds of dissent, seeds of disunity. There is a major push to keep it red and blue. Red and blue. I just want to say it's those who have money versus those who don't. And it's not those that don't have money being like, oh, I don't have any money. No, it's those who have over $1 billion versus the people below them. Let's be very clear. Negative influence here. They're going to paint it as we're just trying to help families and get everybody back on together. What's going for them though? What's going for us here is there's a unification of blue and red. Versus, and y'all, if y'all are like, you guys are mean. At the end of the day, we all follow the U.S. Constitution. If you're in the United States, right? Follow the United States Constitution, right? You add your amendments, your Bill of Rights. Do that. It's not a blue versus red thing anymore. It's those who have $1 billion plus and those who don't. At this rate, because here in the past, yeah, we're going to come to you with an offer. And here in the future, though, this offer is going to break your all's backs because who's going to be paying for it is not the people at the top. It's going to be all the gosh darn people at the bottom. It'll be good in the long run, but it's going to unify people together. What's this? Why are we going to be having this be? Why is this going to be? Why are we at the bottom going to be burdened with more shit, apparently? I don't know. Again, it's not a red versus blue issue. I'm going to keep saying that. And whenever I do these types of readings, I lose a bunch of people anyway. I'm going to keep saying it. If you're upset by it, reevaluate yourself. So let's take a look here. What's this big ass burden coming down the pipeline for us? Action needs to be taken. Why is this? Because People are uniting. People are getting together. It's red and blue. It's gold and silver. It's the two sides coming together. They don't want them coming together. Again, about the homeland. We're going to have investment in the homeland, but where is it going to come from? Be amongst your people, because the hopes and fears here, Epstein files aren't going away, y'all. Because the unseen obstacle, more light's going to be brought on this, and there are going to be people who feel dumb and stupid, and so they're going to dig their heels in, because instead of feeling dumb and stupid for believing certain things and defending certain people or things, they're going to dig their heels in and just double down, because they would rather be shamed than have to evaluate them being wrong. Again, the negative influence. People are going, there's something to do with families, going after families, not having families, or families being brought about. Because here, again, hopes, Ace of Cups upright, coming together, being in love with one another in your community. Here in the past, again, just being with your friends, connecting with other people, uniting, building relationships, and taking action. That's the advice I'm keeping from Spirit. It's like, y'all are going to have to take action on shit. Because at the center of it, it's time to get control. It's time to get authority. It's time to load into the game, y'all. We got to load in. We can't not just keep, what are we going to keep being NPCs to a game that we're all being subjected to? Why is because it's all about the magnet. It's about attracting people, attracting like people, building up these connections, building up communities, building up people together, working with the people that are like you, and convert and helping other people see that even if they might have been one way in the past, that they can change here in the future. Because from a material influence here, it's time for a sound bath. It's time for alternative treatment for what's going on here in the United States, but also in communities and with other people. Listen, I don't know, get some bells. Get the bells ringing again. If you have a community church or something else, see if they'll ring bells every hour on the hour. If not, ring bells in your own home. Clear this energy. Clear it, clear. It's time to clear the air, clear what everyone's upset about. Understand why people are upset the way they are. Understand that people have different priorities. They might have similar priorities to you, it's just in a different order. We don't need to be against people, but we also need to understand that other people have different priorities than us because there are different stages in the life. Hopes and fears again. There's new beginnings. It's a dark night of the soul coming for all of us. We're all going to have to reevaluate everything and be beginners again at the end of the day. Unseen obstacle here. We have to break not only our own ego, but the people in front of us, our politicians, our celebrities, our influencers. There is an ego break. There is a breaking of the character, a breaking of the mask, and we need to be prepared that some of the people that we idolize or that we think are one way versus another, on both sides of the aisle, on both sides of the spectrum, on both sides of celebrity, they are not who they say they are. And once that is exposed, I need you to be like, I'm rooted, I'm grounded, they don't matter to me, even if I think that they're one way. They are a very different way behind closed doors. Because the unseen obstacle or the negative influence, there's shit coming out about kids, families. I specifically knew something about kids. I don't know if we're going to be having more issues come about when it comes to reproductive rights and rights to childcare and things of the such. Oh, this is going to get so bad. Negative influence here. This could still be the Jeffrey Epps stuff. I'm hearing yes, but there's also another thing of going after reproductive rights and women and children and bringing more children into this. Because the negative what's going for us, we are on a spiritual path and it's time for initiation, baby. We are not going to know where we're going, but we move in love and light. Here in the past, keep your moral compass. There's a lot of really nasty stuff going on behind the scenes that they have yet to talk about when it comes to organizations and how some people have so much freaking money, okay? And here in the future, we are going to be limited by our by what we bind ourselves to. If we bind ourselves to a certain way of thought, a certain way of belief, then we will not take action in certain ways. We are going to have limitations put upon us, and that's the biggest burden. We're all playing a game. But here's the thing. We all got to load up into the game. Once we're all aware of what's going on and we've loaded up, we find the people around us to then act and move forward. Us divided are not, when we are divided, we are not united. A united front, a unionized area of thought and belief is more effective than just a singular individual. And I know some people, and that's what I'm going to read on here, is if you want to click off, awesome. But that's what I'm going to see. That's what I'm feeling. Again, at the end of the day, we must be united. We cannot be divided. There are people above us feeding us lies, deceit, deception that we do not know of here in the United States. And knowing the people around you, being like, hey, this person's untrustworthy. No, this person's okay. This person doesn't lie to me. Knowing those people are the one, and knowing those things about you, your community, people around you, is what will get you through times where you feel like you can't. Because everyone around you is going to keep you there together. Okay? Okay. So, y'all, things are about to get wild and wacky. Energy is shifting. Energy is changing here by the end of the year. And we are going to be seeing people in a brand new freaking perspective. Y'all, the Epstein files have not gone away. These will be coming out one way or another. And we are going to be shocked on who are on some of them. I just want to get one last card from Spirit to just as like a piece of advice to everything going on. And that is a Five of Swords. And that with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords that I'm seeing in my mind is about transformation. And it's not this Five of Swords, but it's a different card and a different deck. And it's got a moth on it. And it's in the chrysalis. And it's going through its transformation from its moth, like from its little caterpillar worm to the chrysalis to its one that takes flight and flies. We are currently in this ugly duckling transformation right now, and it's gonna get messy. It's gonna get nasty. You know, when a caterpillar is like going through that chrysalis stage, it completely dissolves and it goes into goo, and before it reforms into the butterfly with its gorgeous wings. That's what the United States is going through right now, and that's where we're headed. That's where we're going, and I believe we can all, when I mean all come out of this on the other side a lot better, a lot healthier, and a lot happier. We can, and I know we can. So with that, that's what I have. Thank you so very much for watching. If you want to leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions down below, please. I would love to hear them. Otherwise, if you want to hype up this video, or if you want to book a personal reading or join YouTube members, you can do so using all the links down below. Otherwise, I really just want to say thank you so very much, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So thank you so much, and I will say bye.